Hi, I'm Sammi Hanratty, and I'm here at Marnie Cooper Studios, and I have been working with Marnie for a couple of years now. She helps me dive deeper, and she helps me go, okay, that was good, but I know you can go so much further. And that's like an encouraging, let's do it again, and like let's do better, let's do it. And I like somebody who's constantly pushing me and constantly having me go further and dive deeper into a role, because I know I can and she knows I can, so let's do it. It's one of those things.
Sammi came to me and said, I want to do this scene playing a transgender. And I said, that is terrific. What's the research? Being Sammi and knowing that I'd skin her alive if she didn't do real research, said, I'm watching YouTubes, I'm watching documentaries. I said, well, where's the living person? Where's the person next to you who's breathing and saying, this is my story? And so we had Maria come in and talk to the class.
I left at the age of 18. And that sort of started a different path, From that moment on, I found myself sort of homeless for a while. And I, through Greyhound, ended up in California, amongst many other struggles. And like I said, this is not the struggle of every trans person, but it was definitely mine. So when I got to California, I just couldn't get a job. I was a 6'2" man wearing red lipstick at 12 o'clock noon. And, it just was awkward. People looked at me and, I just didn't have no opportunities of getting an apartment. So it was sort of a cold reality that no matter how much education I have, the fact is that if I go to any job right now, I'm going to be judged not only on my abilities, but on the fact that what they perceive me to be. In the US alone, between 20 to 40 women die every year just because of who they are. The hate is so prominent for us because we're like a sub of a sub, population. Yeah. So it is challenging to get equal pay, to get, a job that allows you enough income to live comfortably. The clients that I see every day, don't have jobs, can't get jobs. Even McDonald's doesn't want to hire them. People continue to commit suicide because they're being thrown out of their house. Women your age, girls your age. I've learned compassion. I've learned that in essence, at the end of the day, really, we're here to love one another. If it wasn't because my ability to love other people and to receive love, I think my life would have been not the same, and I've learned the resiliency that I have because I've gone through some serious shit. And I'm okay. And, I'm not completely damaged. I'm sure there's something there and some layered.
May I ask you, have you ever been a victim of a hate crime?
I was in 2006, and I had just barely gone in the club. And as I'm walking across the club with my girlfriends, there's this guy that says, "That's a man," and just swings and just hits me in my face. And it escalated to the point where, the security came, they dragged me out on him, and they totally went to him and said, "What happened?" And I'm telling them that I had been assaulted, and I ended up getting arrested.
Oh my God.
Because I told them that I would not leave until they gave me a report that I had been attacked in the club, and they wouldn't. Wow. So they arrested me for trespassing.
Oh.
I was dragged outside. I had this little short brown dress, and I had Spanx. So by them dragging me, my skirt went up to, and they had a line around the club, so my Spanx, I was so embarrassed. And I was in tears begging them to, and I went to the jail, they stripped me in front of everybody, and there was this woman there, this black woman, and I asked her, "Can you please help me?" They don't care. They didn't care. So I had to bend down and cough. It was horrible. It was the most horrible experience. You see, I laugh when I get nervous. It's terrible. But I think that's the barrier for people, that all they see is this thing. They don't see that I'm somebody's child, that, I'm a good friend, I'm loyal, I'm funny sometimes, that if you need a ride, I will give you a ride.
I'm really excited to bring you Sammi Hanratty, and she is such a gifted, wonderful actor and human being. And I know you're going to enjoy her work. She's something else. Here's Sammi.
Is this because your daddy died? Or is this who you are?
This is who I am. It's supposed to be a boy.
How long have you felt this way?
All my life.
You've been holding that all by yourself.
I pray and I pray, and God, he just doesn't answer. Does that mean that he doesn't love me? Do you not love me? Then I think maybe, maybe he just doesn't exist. And I just feel so alone.
No, honey, no. God's here. All I have to do to believe in God is look at me.
Why does he answer me?
He did. He gave you me, and he gave me you. Look at me. Your worthiness is not on the table. Everyone's just trying to catch up is all. God made you. God loves you, and I love you, and I am here. Oh, Mama's here. Mama's here. I know what to do.